Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant with another of our football previews for the 2022 Big South season. Joined right now by Bernard Clark Jr., head coach, Robert Morris University. Coach, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you having me here.
Well, the Colonials had their first taste of Big South football a year ago. And what was your impression of that year, and what takeaways did you carry over in preparing for this year?
Well, just like I thought and anticipated going in, it's going to be a tough conference. Got some very, very good football teams. A few of them have left, but we knew it was going to be tough competition. There's no doubt about it when we went in. But we managed to pull some games out, did a good job of playing from behind. You don't want to play from there all year long, but that's kind of how we did last year. But our first taste was there. I think our guys understand what they're up against, the competition they're up against. So I think they're going to be pretty good. This year, obviously, I guess they got us picked last again. Well, I guess that's par for course, not a big deal. But I just think our guys anticipating knowing what they're going into. The good thing about it was in 21 we got the little taste in the spring, so we had a little bit of idea, and then we got a whole season last year. So I think the guys feel good about going in this year.
Now you have 7 returning offensive starters, but you're going to have a new quarterback. So who's in the running for that position, and what are your expectations for the veterans on offense?
We have about 5 guys in the running for that position right now. Anthony Chickett, Mike Simmons, Lucas is a young man, Lucas Hastings is a young man, is Jonas, Corbin LaFrance, and the other young man we have, Zach Tanner, just came from Florida. So we got some guys in the running right now. And spring ball went pretty good. We thought Anthony had a real good time. Anthony Chickett had a real good spring showing, but so did the other guys. We're not exactly sure. Yeah. We're not 100% sure.
Pretty open competition.
Very open competition. So we're hoping some things sort themselves out there before the first game.
If it's not coming from quarterback, where's the leadership on offense?
The leadership right now is a young man that I brought down with me. His name's Elijah Jackson. We call him AJ. AJ was all-conference winner in NEC, and he's done a great job for us. He's one of those guys who's a quiet leader. He doesn't say much and have much to say, but he busts his behind, gives you 100% at some of the things he does. And our O-line is probably going to have to be the backbone this year. Even though we lose some guys, we got some young guys we think will be pretty doggone good for us.
Now, the defense also has a solid group of returnees. So who are you counting on to lead that unit? What differences might we see on that side of the ball?
Young man also brought me Ricardo Watson. He's a guy that broke the school sack record last year, ended up with 10.5 sacks. So he's a guy that we're looking forward to. Also got a couple of transfers in that we think will do a real good job for us. But our back end is probably the most veteran end we have with Sidney Auto, Jacob White, and the other young man on the other side, Lorenzo Urlon. And so those guys are the ones we're looking for to do some things for it. Linebacker core, and we got Jamar Shagog, who's coming back, who's an all-conference, who was freshman All-American, who's a guy that we came in on a partial scholarship, and he's earned himself a full scholarship. So he's done some great things for us. Another guy that backed Rico's up, I wouldn't say he's a backup because they alternate so much. His name's Garrett Fairman. Those are guys we're really looking for to step up and do some good things on defense. Excellent.
Well, we know what the conference schedule has in for you, but the non-conference schedule is an interesting one for RMU this year. Tell me about it.
The tough one is Dayton. I mean, we haven't been able to beat Dayton since I've been there. Dayton's just a real good football team, fundamentally sound, do some great things. They're who we're opening with. And then we go to Miami of Ohio. We play against those guys, the Red Hawks, who's also a pretty good team. But the other 2 games, Murray State and Appy, 2 great football teams. So we got a tough schedule. I mean, not just in conference, but also out of conference.
Well, we certainly wish the Colonials and you the best of luck this season. And we'll be watching RMU and all the Big South teams in action. We thank you for watching another of our football previews for the 2022 season.